Hi everybody, in today's video we're going to be answering that question: what are the best food and drinks in DAYZ? One of the questions I get asked quite a lot is about surviving for longer, and how do you survive for longer in DAYZ, and how do you get out of that loop of just constantly having to search for food and drink and not having time to do the really fun things like exploration and hunting and building, all that sort of stuff. And a lot of that is related to food and drink. So I mean, you've got the basics, haven't you? When you first spawn in on the game, if you're a fresh spawn, you want to go and find a backpack, you want to find a knife, you want to find a weapon, better clothing, and as much food and drink, canned food and drink as you can to get started. But if you want to become truly self-sufficient and be able to independently explore Cherners and Livonia, you need to improve the things you're eating, basically to give you more calories. So first off, if you just search on Google for DAYZ Wiki, you can come to the dayz.gamepedia.com, and they've got a great food and drink article where they list everything, all the food, all the drinks that you can find, or you can hunt for, and you can cook. And then in the charts down below you get some energy figures. Now, we don't know how accurate these are, but they will give us a good idea. And the important thing to remember is the best food to eat in DAYZ are cooked meats. Okay, so meat that you've roasted on a fire, or more rarely boiled in a cooking pot on a fire, that sort of thing. But roasting stuff is probably the easiest and the quickest way to do it, and that will give you more energy from cooked meat, and it will give you more energy from cooked vegetables and cooked fruit as well. So for example, when you're running around and you're surviving off baked beans, for example, a can of baked beans, when you eat it all, will give you 123 calories. If, however, we were to cook a chicken steak, and there's loads of chickens, you can hear them all the time when you're running around the map, and for each chicken you kill or rooster you kill, you get 2 chicken steaks. You get 192 calories from that little chicken steak. If you to cook a pig steak, you get 227 calories. Kill some wolves, 245 calories. A sheep steak, 280 calories from a cooked sheep steak. Let's go back up to the cans. So canned tuna, 186. Canned peaches only give you 74 calories. Canned bacon's really good, actually. You tend to find that around military bases, 550 calories. That is really, really good. That is excellent. Now, as far as water goes, water keeps you hydrated, and when you eat certain things, you'll also get most food gives you water, gives you hydration, and gives you calories for food, for nutrition. But also some foods do well. Some foods are better than others. So, for example, the vegetables and the fruits tend to be very good at hydrating you. But remember, you can cook these. So, if we have a quick look back down at waters again. So your normal water doesn't give you any calories, it's just giving you hydration. But soda, so your Pepsis and stuff like that, gives you 43 calories. Now, I just wanted to add a little PSA, but public service announcement about water. Remember, water from streams, water from ponds, water from any standing water or rivers, that's all. You should never drink that unless you are about to die, because you will become ill. Alright, you should only ever drink water that you find that you take from water pumps. So this means that if you find a plastic bottle or a canteen that's got water in, or a jerry can that's water in, you want to take it to your hand, you want to go outside, you want to look down, you want to pull the trigger button when you're on consoles, and you want to empty it out. Then you want to find a water pump, top it up, and then drink it. If you're not sure about the water, so you found it in a bottle, or you need to drink out of a river or a pond or something like that, you must use chlorine tablets to purify the water first. Okay. But one of the things we're going to talk about, the title of the video, what is the best? So the best drink to drink is pop, isn't it? Because you can see you get some calories out of it as well. But water's more plentiful, so drink water. But what is the best food? Well, the best food actually isn't on this page. The best food is actually fat. So when you kill some of the larger animals like sheep, goats, cows, wolves, bears, you'll get all the steaks out of them, but you'll also get a big lump of fat. And if you take that big lump of fat, you can use it for cooking. You can turn it into a torch, that sort of stuff. But you want to eat it. a lump of baked fat. So by baked they mean cooked on a spit over a fire, will give you 1,500 calories. 1,575 calories to be exact. So that is amazing. So you can basically have a lump of cooked fat in your backpack, and you can wander around with it and just eat a little bit at a time, and it will keep you going, and it will keep you going, and it will keep you going, and keep you going. Now, the other good thing about these high calorie foods is that the time that you have to invest to make them is relatively low compared to the time that you can then not have to worry about eating or drinking really as you're wandering around. So when you eat some fat, because it's got so high in calories, when you eat a deer steak, a goat steak, cow steak, bull steak, chicken steak, all this sort of stuff, you don't have to eat for ages, and you can wander around, you can explore, you can build things, you can hunt for more animals, you can hunt for people if that's your sort of thing, and it just makes you more independent of having to worry about food and drink. So to finish off then, the final thing would be as well is when you do farm and you do make your tomatoes, your pumpkins, your potatoes, your peppers, your zucchinis, all that sort of stuff, even things like field mushrooms, actually mushrooms that you find, do cook them, because let's have a quick look down here. So if we go down to the say the tomato, if you just eat a tomato, it'll only give you 20 calories, which is nothing. Give you lots of water, 95 millilitres of water, but won't give you much. However, if you cook it, it jumps up to 35 calories. Now you think, well, that's still not much, isn't it? Yeah, it's not much, but it's almost doubling the calories that it gives you by simply cooking it. And normally the reason why you have tomatoes is because you've grown them, and you've probably got about 30 of the buggers if you plant it through tomato plants. And you could see, eat enough tomatoes, and that will then to really start to give you a lot more calories if you cook them first. Right, there we go. But remember, fat is king. Oh, we all like a bit. Well, I like a bit of fat. I know people don't. When you're having a nice steak and there's a bit of fat on the edge, or you have a ribeye steak and there's that big lump of fat right in the middle. Oh, my mouth's watering right now. So there we go. Hopefully that answers the question. What is the best food and drink in DAYZ? Drink water and eat cooked meat that you've roasted over an open fire. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hope you found that useful. I'll put the link to this in the description box down below. If you've got any comments, put them in the comments section down below. Hit that like button if you've liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of the same. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.